Getting shot at. We're on the fire. Welcome back to 3 p.m. Oh, wait, that's a different show. Welcome back to Stuff Dad Never Told Me. The show that we do once in every 6 months when he decides to write questions to ask me. The idea is he's supposed to write down questions that he wants the answers to that I never told him. And you think you would spend some time thinking about these questions, but he often just writes a whole bunch down in an hour. And sometimes they're interesting, though, you know? So let's get into it. All right? If I don't know the answer, I'm going to try to Google it, but the laptop's dead, and it doesn't look like it's charging. So, yeah. Hopefully I don't need to Google any questions. Let's go. What's the first question, buddy?
First question. Where does root beer come from?
Root beer?
Yeah.
Well, now it's like artificial flavor. It's artificial, but I believe... I see, that's why we need Google. Because I believe it's originally a real flavor. But,
I have one thought, and it might be...
Comes from a root?
A plant.
Yeah. I think it does. I think the original flavor comes from natural stuff. That's the problem with a lot of stuff. It's not natural nowadays. Now we got artificial flavors. And this laptop is not charging, so whatever. I won't know the question. I won't know the answers to the question. So, oh, wait. Okay. Go with the second question. Let's see if I know it.
Does a cat have 9 lives?
No. They say a cat has 9 lives because, you know, they get into a lot of danger and they luckily escape it. But literally, they only have 1 life. Hold on, let me the main ingredients in root beer are pretty much the same as any other soda: water, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, and however, root beer's unique flavor comes from Sassafras, a tree root native to the United States. So Sassafras, it's spelled Sassafras. So it originally comes from a root. So, all right, third question.
What religion do you follow?
I don't follow a religion. If I had to follow a religion, it would be Christianity, only because my grandma was a Christian. But I like learning from stuff from all the religions, and the problem is each religion believes if you don't. Most religions believe if you don't believe what they believe, then you're not going to heaven, or you're going to hell, vice versa. Which is, dire circumstances if it's true. If their religion is the true religion, but often these religions are predated. Like there was more religions before them that told the same stories and the same lessons. So it's hard. I just believe in a creator. I believe in a creator. I believe in, one creator, and I pray to that creator, and I try to be the best person I could be, and I try to follow stuff from the Bible. But if I had a Quran, which is what the book Muslims use, and I would read that. But I don't follow a necessarily religion. But we do go to a Christian church. The church we go to is a Baptist church, and that's a Christian church. So, fourth question.
Growing up, what was your favorite cartoon?
At what age? Because I think I had different cartoons at different ages.
That sounded maybe 9.
So growing up in Lake County when I was 7 or 8, it was probably The Simpsons, because that was all that was on, and King of the Hill. But I gotta remember that we don't have to look at the camera. It's kind of like a conversation. We could just look at ourselves. But anyways, and then when I got a little older, it was like Dragon Ball Z and but there was a Disney phase where watched like Eliza, the Wild Thornberrys. There was a Dragon Ball Z age. There was a Family Guy age. So there was a Trigun age, Inuyasha type Cowboy Bebop age. There was this whole thing called Adult Swim that had a bunch of really mature cartoons on it. So that was that age. But yeah, I don't know if I had a favorite overall cartoon. My favorite anime is Cowboy Bebop. Favorite cartoon would have to be Home Fries, which is probably a little known cartoon, but definitely one of my favorites. Alright, 5th question.
Do you like a car or a truck?
Well,
I think I answered this.
I like both. It don't matter. I like both. I mean, there's certain circumstances when you would want a car, and there's certain circumstances when you would want a truck, right?
Yeah, like picking up stuff.
Picking up stuff, but not just you could do more stuff. You could haul lumber. You could, it's hard to do construction type stuff. There's a lot of stuff you could do with a truck, but if you're trying to go fast or race, you might want a car. You might want a fast car. So if I had to pick one or the other at this point in my life, it would be a truck, just because of the amount of stuff I could do with it. I'd probably do landscaping and stuff like that, whatever I could on the side. All right, next question.
What?
You seem like it's miserable. I gotta read another question. This is why we only do it every once in 6 months.
I was trying to find my question.
God, there's a list. You just go to the next one.
This is dumb. What flower does...
There's no such thing as a dumb question.
What flower does bees like the best? I know they like it.
That's not a dumb question. See, I don't like questions that you already asked. And I don't think but nobody is rewatching this show at this point. They're just probably new viewers, so it don't matter if you asked it or not, really. But that's a good question, because maybe they do have a certain type of flower, and what kind of flower.
Don't say white flower.
Well, there's different.
I know, but normal flower.
There's different kinds of flowers. A yellow flower. There's like
white
different
flower.
Yeah, but there's different kind of white flowers. It's not just a white flower. What kind of flowers do bee like? Bees like it's taking me forever to ask this question. All right, bees' favorite flowers. 15 native plants to try. Okay, wild bee palm. So they actually have a flower named after them. Asters, cone flowers, Joe Pye weed, anise hyssop. Hyssop is in the Bible, actually. Random fact. But blueberries. They like blueberries. Bloodroot, milkweed. So, but they like the little white flowers, which those are called like dandelions.
Yeah.
Those are called dandelions. There's a little picture right here. They like a lot of them. It says save the bees by planting fennel, buttercup, sunflower, calendula. All right. The poppy, echinacea, borage, wild garlic, thyme, mints, catnip, sage.
Catnip?
Yeah. Save the bees. All right, next question.
Let's see.
All right, what is bees' most favorite flower? Let's see what it says. No, it just gives us. I think it's the bee palm. All right, next question.
What instrument? What instrument would you want to learn how to play?
It's the guitar. I would want to learn how to play the guitar.
I was thinking of that.
But I've been thinking about it. It's like. You okay?
Yeah. I've been having a something in my throat for a long time.
Probably because you're nervous and you know. But anyways, let's see. I would want to play the guitar, but I have moments where I want to play the guitar, and then I have moments where I don't. So it's like there's not a clear-cut passion. At some point in my life, don't eat your fingers. At some point in my life, I would want to learn how to play a guitar. That would be cool. Next question. Because I would want to sing. Oh my god, you take it forever, buddy.
I know I answered this.
We don't got time for this.
What is your favorite anime?
Well,
I didn't think of this question.
my favorite anime is Cowboy Bebop. Well, Trigun.
Really?
Of all time. Trigun and then Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
But mainly Trigun. Alright, next question. It's not Dragon Ball Z, you know? That's up there, but it's not. Alright.
Why is the sky blue?
Because it's not green. I think... Oh, dang. You hit the mic.
Oh.
I think the sky is blue because it just looks that way. Like the water. The water isn't really blue.
Really?
It's just like... Maybe it's...
See-through?
It just has a blue... you know what? Let's look it up. Let's look it up. You probably asked this before, but
I don't
why
think
is why is the sky blue? Some people will try to get you to believe the sky is green. You were trying to get me to believe the sky was green the other night.
What?
Anyways, sunlight reaches Earth's atmosphere and is scattered in all directions by all the gases and particles in the air. Blue light is scattered more than the other colors because it travels as shorter, smaller waves. Yeah. Why is the sky blue? Short answer. Alright, the short answer, gases and particles in Earth's atmosphere scatter sunlight. It's the same thing. Alright, so yeah, this is probably the same reason as the water, because you ever seen water that is colorful, like yellow and red? It has bacteria in it. Anyways. Next question. You're focused on the next question already, so let's go.
Yeah.
You gotta let me answer one question before you focus on the next, because the idea is for you to learn this information, not just ask me. You're not asking me so I could tell you what I already know and learn what I already know, right? Is it for you to learn or not?
It's for you.
No, it's not. It's for you. You're supposed to learn by asking me questions, but you're like... You're asking like you're asking these questions for these people. You're not asking the questions for them. I mean, yeah, they're gonna know it. They're gonna like maybe they'll find it interesting and learn it. Right? Kaden, you're supposed to be asking the questions for you. This is why we don't do these videos, because I thought it would be like a fun thing for us to do, and you could learn. But if you're just gonna not listen to me and then go on to the next question and take like 1 hour to write questions and you don't really care about the answer, you're just trying to come up with questions, and if you're just, you know, like don't care, you're just doing it to do it, then let's not do it. I want you to do it to learn. And yeah, sure, I would like some people out there to learn, but it's for us to talk, to learn. You know, you're supposed to ask stuff that I never told you. All right. Enough for me blabbling on. Come on, next question, since you probably read it 100 times.
What's the best advice someone has ever given to you?
That's a tough question. Probably to believe in yourself. You know? Like to believe it's possible. You know? I heard this quote once. That's probably the best advice I ever heard. Was the easiest thing I ever done was like changing my life and getting everything I ever wanted. The hardest thing I ever did was believing it was possible. That's the hardest thing, is believing it is possible. Okay? You grow up believing that everything's possible. You're told everything's possible. I tell you everything's possible. But it takes hard work. And you got to believe in yourself, and you got to commit. And in order to commit and put in that work and to keep going, you got to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself and believe it's possible, then you're not going to commit. You know, most adults tell themselves that it's not possible because they don't have the belief that it's possible. So they don't commit, or they don't want to commit, so they tell themselves that it's not possible. It's possible. It's just, are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to believe in yourself? You know, some people would make fun of me for doing these videos, but I where would I be if I just listened to everybody who, like I told you the other day, some people make fun of people because they get 5,000 views or 100,000 views within the first 5 minutes, and they say, bro fell off. Well, let's see them make a video that gets even 5 views in the first 5 minutes. And people just love to hate because they don't believe in their self, or they're bitter about their situation. And when you're bitter about your situation, what do? You try to drag everybody else down to make you feel better. That's why in real life you never meet somebody who's mean, but online you meet all these miserable people that aren't doing nothing but commenting on people's videos, saying bro fell off when they got 100,000 views in an hour or a day. Anyways, next question. Believe in yourself. That's the point.
What would you do if you won the lottery?
Well, the first thing you got to do if you win the lottery is, from my understanding, is pay off the taxes that you owe on that money. A lot of people go broke because they go in a spending spree, and then at the end of the year they got to pay all this taxes on the money, and they don't have it. And so that would be the first thing I would do. I would pay off the taxes that I owe on it, which you could choose to do that right away, up front, and they take a good amount. Like if you get $1 million, they're going to take like half your million. If you get like hundreds of millions, I'm sure they're going to take like 50 million. So you got to give up, you got to pay those taxes. So that would be the first thing. And the second thing I would do is probably just invest money into this house right here, not some other house. I would invest money into this house, and then invest money into other stuff like businesses, little small businesses, you know, startup businesses like landscaping. Hey, I'm answering this question. I'm not trying to be rude, but when you ask me a question, allow me to answer the question, Caden, because what did I just say? How are you going to learn if you just continue, if you just focus on the next question? I'm answering your question. What was your question that you asked me? If I won the lottery, what would I do? Well, are you going to allow me to answer it?
Yeah.
Well, then if you're going to allow me to answer it, don't be rude and not pay attention to me. That's disrespectful and that's rude. I'm not trying to be mean, but that is kind of disrespectful. The point of it is for you to learn what I would do if I won the lottery, right? Well, shouldn't you figure out what I would do? If you want to, like, that's why I said put time and energy into the questions, and we'll do more videos. But put time and energy into stuff that you actually want to know. If you don't want to know what I would do if I won the lottery, then that's okay, because it's not like I sit around thinking about that. Most likely, I'm not going to win the lottery. It could happen, but most likely I'm not. So I don't sit around thinking about that. But if I did, sure, there's some stuff I would do. You know, I would put together our life better. And I would have, I would just invest in ourselves. I would invest in businesses like landscaping and small businesses, really small businesses. And then once I got them started, I would allow other people to run them. So I could kind of sit back and collect the money from them without having to work as hard. But I would still have to make sure everything was running smoothly. So that's what I would do. I didn't mean to be rude, Caden, but I think this is great because next time maybe you'll put more thought into the questions, and maybe we could do this more often if you actually want to ask questions, because I think it is valuable for people to hear this, and kids or adults, from me and you, and it's valuable for us because I want to talk with you. Most of the time it's just me telling you something, talking to you like this. Well, I want to have a two-way conversation, not just you asking me questions and me answering for them. I want to talk to you, you know? And I want you to talk to me. All right. Next question. Here, hide them so they can't see it. You don't want them to know what's next, buddy. Buddy, hold them this way. This way, towards the light or something. Turn this light back on. Can you not read it?
Oh. How do fish breathe underwater?
Alright. I think you might have asked me this one, but I don't care if you did. They have gills. They have gills like that fish up there, okay? You want to grab it?
I'll grab it.
Alright, grab it. Why I Google it. How do gills work? That's what I wonder. How do gills work? Alright, so how do gills work? With some little oxygen available, fish have to be super efficient when they take in oxygen. Listen to this, Hidden. Their gills are formed from paper-thin tissue that are full of blood. The movement of water across the surface of these tissues allow oxygen in the water to diffuse into the bloodstream. So do you hear that? Do you hear that? I did it, and I just read it. No, the movement of water across the surface of the tissue allows oxygen to diffuse into the bloodstream. So they get oxygen into their bloodstream not by breathing. Okay? The movement of water across the surface of the tissues allows oxygen. You know a baby doesn't breathe in the stomach? They're in a bubble. They're in a bubble of water, and they don't breathe. The first breath they take is when they have fresh air. But they have a umbilical cord where they take the oxygen from the blood that travels through their umbilical cord through like the mom. So that's how they breathe. They kind of breathe like fish, but they don't have gills. But they get the oxygen in their blood. So it's like, that's pretty cool. I never knew that until like a week ago. All right, next question. What number were you at, and how many do you
15. You have 2 more.
Okay.
I'll do this.
Rock.
What causes...
All right, go.
What causes life...
Alright. Come on.
What causes thunder and lightning? I mean lightning and thunder.
A storm? What do you mean? What causes... Thor does, okay?
What?
Thor, you know, the god of thunder.
No, he doesn't.
What, you don't believe in him?
I believe in him.
That fast, right? Kaden, stop. Lightning-y. It's lightning-y. What would you call that? Lightning-y. Thunder and lightning are naturally phenomenon and have nothing at all to do with Zeus.
Oh my god.
That's the god. That's like another god. All right, the thunder god, actually. As the ancient Greeks thought, as early as Benjamin Franklin discovered that lightning was caused by powerful electrical discharges in the cloud. Powerful electrical discharges in the cloud. Thunderstorms are caused by small electrical charged particles. There you go. What is the main cause of thunder? Thunder is created when lightning passes through the air. The lightning discharge heats the air rapidly and causes it to expand. The temperature of the air in the lightning channel may reach as high as 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. Wow. The more you know. What does it mean when the thunder is really loud? Alright, what actually causes lightning? In the initial stage of development, air acts as an insulator between the positive and negative charges in the cloud and between the cloud and the ground. However, when the differences in charges become too great, this insulating capacity of the air breaks down and there is rapid discharge of electricity. Alright, next Final question. Final question?
No.
Alright, two more questions.
One more after
You
this.
Okay, but you said that last time. Next question. Final question.
What is
Second
the
to
moon
last.
made of?
What is what?
What is the moon made of?
Rock.
Rock.
Moon rock, dude.
I thought it was made out of craters.
It has craters on it. Craters is like an indent. What is the
Ow.
made of craters? Alright. A partially molten layer with a thickness of 93 miles surrounds the iron core. It has an iron core. The mantle extends from the top of the molten layer to the bottom of the moon's crust. It is most likely made of minerals. It is most likely made of minerals like olivine and proexene, which are made of magnesium, iron, silicon, and oxygen atoms. I don't like how it said it is most likely made of. Like, we don't know what the moon's made out of. Like many planets in our solar system, such as Mercury, Venus, Mars, and the moon is a rocky body with a combination of metallic substances found within the layers of its surface. While the moon is mostly made of iron, other metals found on the moon are magnesium, aluminum, silicon, titanium, gold, silver, and mercury. I didn't know it had all that. I thought it was just rock, dude. Is the moon just a big rock? No, it's not. The mass of the moon is sufficient to eliminate any voids within the interior, so it is estimated to be composed of solid rock throughout. What the?
Rock
All right.
tile?
It's a rock, but it's like a metal rock, okay? Did the moon ring like a Kong? Did the moon ring like a Kong? Wait, hold up. Between 1969 and 1977, seismometers installed on the moon by the Apollo missions recorded moonquakes. The moon was described as ringing like a bell. During some of those quakes, specifically the shallow ones. Okay. Last question.
700. Math question.
Okay.
Last one.
All right.
763 times.
763 times?
Yeah.
What do you think I am, a genius?
835.
763
You can look it up.
times 835. 763 times. All right,
I
it's
don't
56,350.
Nope.
It's easy. What is it? All right, let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. What is it? What is it?
763
Yeah.
times 800.
I'm gonna be way off, dude. Cause
835.
what a random question, dude. Like, I'm not a calculator, okay? What did I say? 56,000?
Yeah.
I was way off, dude. This is 637,100. Wait, hold up. I might have did my math wrong. Wait.
Art skate.
What the freak? Carry the one. Alright. Yeah. 637,105. Yep. That's it. Alright.
Can I say something?
Yeah. Say it. You could say whatever you want. You don't have to sit there. I've told you this.
I wanted to wait until the end.
Then just say it. You don't. It kind of ruins the surprise, don't you think? When you go, "Hey, can I say something?" I was waiting to the end.
Well, America.
All right, Kaden. Most people aren't going to understand that. You know that?
Well, on our first video, I said America. Then
That's not our. That's not our first video. That was a video we did called "Are We in America?" where you kept saying "Are we in America?" But most people are going to be new viewers, so they're not going to get that. You know.
Are we in America?
Interesting. You know that answer. That answer, 637,105, is a postal code in India. For cities of Vladimir, India, Kurumpati, India, Dadapuram, India. Alright, the more you know, right? Thank you for watching stuff Dad never told me. Maybe we'll do some more. Subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out. Got anything to say?
America!